today's video, we are talking all about Dollar Tree candles. You can definitely opt for some non-toxic wax if that's what you're into. These are just very inexpensive and easy to find, so that's why I like to use them. But you can put your own essential oils in here whenever you melt them, just to make them smell a little bit better, because these don't really have a smell, but they are fun to use and decorate with. So I have some really fun, brand new ideas that I think you're gonna love. Hit that thumbs up button and let's get started. This is one of my favorite containers that Dollar Tree has out. It's in the plus section. It's $3, so inexpensive but a nice size. It's big enough to look like a high-end hefty piece, but small enough that it only holds about 2 to 3 candles, depending on how full that you want it. I melt my candles on the stovetop. I just put them in a large pot of water. This is something that I'm not going to be using for food anymore. I just use it for melting down these candles. I stick it on there, medium heat, until pretty much all of them are melted down, and some of them do melt faster than the others, so I just pull them off and use them first and give the other ones a few more minutes. I did recently order me an electric plug-in burner so that maybe I can try to melt these candles down in my craft room instead of running downstairs to the stove, so we'll see how that works. But back to this project. The first one, I poured 3 pink candles into the glass container, and then using this letter mold, I put down some glitter first and then filled in the letters with some white wax, and these create really fun wax letters so you can spell anything you want on top of a candle. It has to be a short word because it has to fit inside of it. I used love because this could be like everyday use as well as for Valentine's Day coming up, but it was really easy to pull these letters out, just kind of shape them up, and then you can either pour a tiny bit of wax right back on top of the candle or use your heat gun to heat back up the candle. Either way, you need a little bit of melted wax to attach these, but very simple to put together. Whenever I discovered how to attach these letters to candles, I was just so happy, because if you go to like Home Goods or TJ Maxx, they sell a lot of candles with like 3D little trees on them. I just bought some candles with bows on them, and they're super cute. So this is a fun way to bring in that same kind of style, very budget friendly, very easy to do, but is really fun to display and looks like a nice piece. For the next project, you're going to need some stuffed animals. Some mini ones work better because you don't have to use as much wax. I just picked up a couple from Walmart because I thought they were better quality than the Dollar Tree ones. But Dollar Tree does have larger teddy bear stuffed animals in the plus section, so that may work. I just used a smaller one from Walmart as well as a larger, like one that didn't look like Valentine's Day as two after this one. But the first one is this little white bear holding a rose. I just dumped a bunch of wax into one of these ice buckets from Dollar Tree. This is something I can just throw away if I can't get it clean. I didn't want to use a bowl or ruin it. You will have to have some kind of heat resistant gloves because this wax is hot. So I actually purchased these gloves from Walmart in the grilling section. They were under $10. It's something that I can reuse over and over and over, but I just dip my bear, submerge it down into the wax, let this drip off a little bit, squeeze it out, and then put it on some wax paper, or maybe even in a cardboard box with wax paper on it. You don't want to do this on something where you're worried about ruining the surface because it is messy. So I go ahead, this is the second bear I was talking about, the more neutral one, and these look so gorgeous. After you let them dry, it not only puts off a fun scent, but they are just like shelf setters that look really cool. So I love doing these. I actually purchased one of these when I was younger, and I had it for years and years, so it's so awesome that you can make these at home. These make great gifts, or just making them to like preserve a stuffed animal rather than just sitting the fluffy stuffed animal on your shelf. I just feel like it makes it look more decorative and just really cute. So I do keep picking these up because they do build up wax on the table. You do use a fork to kind of fluff up the fur, but how adorable are these? One of my favorite projects in today's video. Okay, so this next project, you can make it for everyday use without any Valentine decor on it, but I did grab some of those Valentine window clings, pretty much just using the same container that I did in the first project, as well as some white wax, filled it up like 3/4 full, and then I love these huge alphabet beads from Walmart in the craft section. They are just so big and show up really nicely versus most of the little letter beads that I have seen. usually, like whenever you purchase crafting beads, but I just spelled, you can spell whatever you want. I spelled forever and always in this candle, and then I'm going to be covering it back up with wax. This makes such a fun gift. You could even use your Cricut to be like, melt me for a special surprise or something with a tag, or put it right on the candle. But I thought this was really fun. After the wax sets up, you cannot see the beads at all. And then I'm going to be melting it under like a lamp, like a candle heating lamp, so that you can see the message back. And here's the part, you could leave this just as is and put you like a craft paper little tag on the front, but I wanted to go the extra step and decorate this for Valentine's Day, so I just put my window clings on there, glue them down in place, and then stick this under the lamp. Last year was a year of collecting bracelets, so for this next project, all you're going to need is 2 glass containers of your choice. I went with this simple, taller hurricane vase from Dollar Tree, as well as the smaller one. I think they look so good setting together. For this one, I wanted to switch up the wax a little bit, so I went with a purple color, and I thought it was really pretty. It's like dark enough that all of the beads are going to show up really nicely. This is something you could make, like my daughter's going to absolutely love this in her room. She can put all of her Swiftie bracelets on, but it's also something that you can put like in a kid's bathroom, in my bathroom, to hold my jewelry. These are a little large for the girls' bracelets, so you might have to test that like in the store if you have bracelets that you want to put on here. So I just push the beads to the front. But you can just let these cool off, let the wax harden, fill it up with whichever beads that you want, but is a perfect way to display them and looks really cute. For the next project, you just need some plain pillar candles. I have a couple of pink ones that I picked up at Walmart, and then these come from the dollar store. But Dollar Tree actually sells candles that you can use, as well as LED ones that will work for this as well, because they have a waxy outside. I am using my favorite iron-on napkin hack. I found these really beautiful spring-like napkins from TJ Maxx for under $5, and I just knew these were going to dress up my candles. So just remove the plastic, pull the 2-ply away from this napkin so it's just one single sheet, and you want to take the design sheet and put it like pattern outside. It really doesn't matter. I've done pattern inside and it worked just as well, but everyone mentioned to me that maybe I should try it the other way, and it works just fine. But just cut this down to size. Using my little mini Cricut heat press, I go ahead and just melt the wax enough, and you just apply it directly to the napkin, and it's like the napkin soaks into the wax. It's the coolest effect. It'll dry or cool off really hard, so it looks like it was meant to be there. I try to cut the seam to where it's as close as possible, and if it overlaps, it's just barely overlapping because it will create like a big bunched up place. But how gorgeous are these little flowers? I feel like the colors are so beautiful. A hack that I've learned is if you cut away the excess at the top and then take your iron back and just smoothly go around it, it looks a little bit more like it's made to go on there. But I did a large one and a small one. These were so easy to do, but adds a fun pattern that you can't just hand paint. I know I have tried to hand paint candles in the past, and sometimes they turn out, sometimes they don't, but this makes it look like you actually printed on a fun design and looks gorgeous just paired with coordinating colored candles. Alright, so if you've watched my channel very long, you know that I love pouring wax into fun like baking molds. They're so inexpensive. This was like $3.97 at Walmart. It has some cute little Valentine sayings on it. If you purchase a candle mold or a resin mold online, it is going to be expensive. So a cheap baking mold silicone like this is the perfect thing to grab whenever you see it. I have them for all seasons. I just grab them whenever I think or see them out for sale really cheap, but this is really cool. I melted some fun colors down, poured them in here. Not every single one turned out perfect. That's okay. That's why I like to go ahead and measure or pour a few extra ones, and this is something that I can use over and over. If there's any excess, I just kind of scraped it down with my scissors. But how cute are these? These are ready to go into a candle warmer. I usually wrap these up in like a clear baggie to make these super cute, but I just wanted to display these for myself. But how cute. I think these would be fun to display. Alright, so a lot of these can go for everyday use, but this one specifically looks very Valentine's Day to me. I picked up a couple of these floral vases that already have a really fun design on them, and they would be really cute if you poured a candle into it. But if you don't want to mess with melting down candles, you can do this really fun hack where actually one of these white candles fits down inside of this vase, and then just fill the outside with some of these fake diamonds from Dollar Tree, this vase filler. It's a really fun idea. It really glams up this project and makes it look like a perfect centerpiece for Valentine's Day. Thank you all so much for checking out today's video. Please leave in the comments down below which project was your favorite. Also some really fun hacks that you like, how you like to use Dollar Tree candles, because I have a billion of them and can't wait to make some more projects. I'll have some more fun videos linked down below if you want to check out more candle DIYs. And I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe. Happy crafting. Bye.